Coffee and convo, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, I see Green Dot Gang in the building heavy. I see my brother Mikey in the building heavy. Salute to all the members, all the non-members. Appreciate every single one of you guys. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you chose to be right here with me. Once again, man, wipe them feet, y'all. That means hit them thumbs up for all the new people here in the building and hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed yet. Yes, man, I got my fisherman joint on today, man. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling good today, you guys. Real talk, man. Feeling really, really good. About to head out to New York. First thing in the morning, man, to be out there with my brothers. Shieldmore Takeover out there in New Jersey. Sunday for the Carolina Panthers game at Bar Anticipation, Lake Como, New Jersey. If you guys are available in the tri-state area this weekend, pull up on us, man. Let's have some fun. SenCal, the Locker app will be available this weekend. They had some mishaps on the app, but it will start this week. And you guys will get an idea of how it works. It's really, really easy. I'm telling you now, it's not like regular fantasy football. Stay tuned. We will be covering it. Either this week, I'm doing the Panthers game live with everybody, so I may end up doing the first live stream the following week for Locker, but I will be active on the app. So stay tuned if you guys did join the fantasy league, man. Yes, it's just Raider games. Just Raider games. Rod Gas says, I heard Honcho's. Hey, man, Honcho said he's going to pull up on me, man. We were texting yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He said he was going to run down on me, right? All right, well, run down on me, brother. Salute to my brother Raider Honcho, man. You were definitely excited to potentially see him out there in Jersey, New York this upcoming weekend. So stay tuned for that, man. That is a long-awaited, like it should have happened already a million times. Salute to my guy Honcho. He's definitely back on YouTube talking this shit about our Raiders, man. So salute to him. Man, big week upon us, you guys. We're going to talk about the updated injury report. We're going to talk about Luke Getsy's presser that just ended a few seconds ago. We're going to talk about the Carolina Panthers, where they are in terms of statistics this season, man. They're at the bottom of the barrel pretty much in every stat known to man. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Jackson Powers Johnson, you guys. It looks like our young fella, second rounder out of Oregon, is finally about to get some real burn at the NFL level. I'm excited about it. AP at his presser pretty much said, you know, if he's a betting man, we should expect to see Jackson Powers Johnson this upcoming Sunday against the Carolina Panthers. So it's going to be fun to watch him, man, out there. I don't know how many real reps he's going to get. I don't know if they're going to shift, this offensive line. They've struggled the first 2 weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see if, they get back to potentially more power on the O-line, and get away from the zone because we're struggling to run the football. We're 32nd in the league right now, you guys. Statistically, the worst rushing team in the NFL. I mean, the Carolina Panthers are 29th, and they're the worst team in the NFL by a large margin. So to see that we are worse running, we run the football worse than the Carolina Panthers, that is nasty work. Disgusting. And, they got some guys, Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders and company, but for us to have the worst run game in a Luke Getsy system with AP as the head coach, this was supposed to be our identity. And you could tell, man, AP is getting a little frustrated by the way this O-line is protecting up front. You could tell he's definitely frustrated by Zeus not being able to get it going in the ground game. Hopefully, man, that changes this Sunday against the lowly Carolina Panthers, man. Our offensive ranking is 26. John Bailey, I don't know how that is true, though, because how does that make sense, right? We're the 32nd worst rushing team in the league. We're the worst, rushing team in the league, but we're the 4th best passing team in the league. So how does that make any sense, John Bailey? I'm just trying to figure out how our power ranking, or do you mean power ranking in terms of just all around? We're 1-1. We lost to it looks like a really good Chargers team, right? At least the first 2 weeks. We know the Chargers, man, they stockpile injuries and things change, but they look a little different with Jim Harbaugh running the show. But I mean, 26, we just beat the Baltimore Ravens. I know they're 0-2, but they're still one of the better teams in this league. But hey, I can live with the power ranking at 26. That's cool, man. We have to prove the naysayers wrong. Moving forward, go out there and win some games. We got some winnable games coming up, you guys. We do. The Carolina Panthers must win at home. We got Cleveland at home. We got some teams, that are low-key struggling right now. You know what I mean? Deshaun Watson looks, though, like he's starting to kind of slowly put it together out there. They still have a phenomenal defense in Cleveland. They have, a nice little run game and great offensive line. You know what I mean? So we're going to see what they look like in a week. But we are focused on the Carolina Panthers here. Yeah, there's different ones, Sean. CBS says we're 14. So, we're right there in the middle of the pack. That sounds about right there. At 1-1, I think we should be a middle of the pack team because technically we are. But we'll go over some stats here, you guys, real quick before we go over the injury report. Raiders 4th in passing yards right now. Gardner Minshew with 533 yards. Had a big second half to find a way to beat the Baltimore Ravens down by 10 in the 4th quarter. Rushing yards right now, Zamir is leading us with 68 yards. That is nasty work. Alexander Mattison right behind him with 20 yards rushing. Gardner Minshew 4, Jacoby Myers 3. That is nasty work. We are averaging 49 yards a game on the ground. That needs to change immediately. Receiving yards, Devontae Adams leads us with 169. Brock Bowers right behind him at number 1 in the tight end department with receiving yards with 156. Jacoby with 90. Alexander Mattison with 43. One of those came on a big touchdown, 30-yard gain from Alexander Mattison against the Chargers in week 1. Max Crosby leading us in sacks, 3 of them. That's it. So no one else has gotten to the quarterback yet. That's a problem, you guys. We got to get to the quarterback. You got to lay Andy Dalton's old ass on the ground a bunch this upcoming week. Make him feel the pain immediately. There's no reason why Andy Dalton in his mid-30s, damn near late 30s, coming into Allegiant Stadium against this feisty defense should even stand a chance. He should be on his back a lot in Allegiant Stadium come Sunday. So Max with 3 sacks. We have nobody else out there that has put up one single sack in the stat department thus far. I think that's going to change this Sunday. I got Christian Wilkins with 1. Potentially one of our linebackers can get to him. I got Spiel with 1, man. Why not? Maybe even Epsy. Why not Marcus Epps, man? They've been sending them in on some blitzes here and there. Let's get Epps involved and get him 1 as well. But we only have 3 sacks on the season. Max Crosby has all of them. 1 pick this season. Robert Spillane has it. They haven't really looked towards Jack thus far. They haven't really challenged Jacorian Bennett thus far. Those guys have looked really good. Nate Hobbs as well. So I can live with just having 1 pick in the first 2 weeks, but we have to start getting those turnovers on the defensive side of the ball, especially if, the offense is lackadaisical, here and there. They struggled in week 1. They kind of came alive, in the second half against the Baltimore Ravens. So hopefully that is the offense moving forward. But if they have these times where they sputter, the defense has to create turnovers. We cannot live with just 1 pick in the first 2 weeks. And then Robert Spillane, leading tackler with 21. He's just been phenomenal for us this season. We need Divine Diablo to step up, but Max Crosby's right behind him with 11 tackles. Christian Wilkins 9, Marcus Epps 9. We are 20th, you guys, in points scored, 19th in points against per game. So there you have it with that. Total yards against per game, 349. We are 23rd in the league. Passing yards against us, 15th. Rushing yards per game, 29th. Sacks were 23. 23rd in the league. Points scored per game, we're at the 20 mark. So we got to start scoring more, you guys. We got to put up at least 24 to 26 points a game. Total yards per game, 21st with 315.5 per game. Passing yards per game, we're 4th with 266.5 per game. That's all Gardner Minshew right there. Minshew Mania running wild against Baltimore in that second half. Rushing yards per game, we said it again, you guys, 32nd in the league. That needs to change. 49 a game. That has to change against the Carolina Panthers this Sunday. Time of possession per game, we're in the middle of the pack right there, 16th, and then 16th in interceptions as well. Let's go over to Carolina, man, and salute to everybody here in the building. We're going to get to the matchup preview and all that good stuff. Just want to go over some stats before we get there. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, man, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on? Hit that subscribe button, man. Carolina, 32nd in passing yards in the league. They're only averaging 122.5 passing yards per game. That was all Bryce Young. He's been benched for Andy Dalton, so maybe that will change. We shall see. I don't really think that they have a very talented roster on either side of the football, so I don't know how much that's going to change, but Andy Dalton may breathe a little life into that offense. Rushing yards, they're 29th. They're averaging 74 a clip. So there you have it. Still one of the worst rushing teams in the NFL. Total yards per game, they are the worst team in the NFL. Teams are total yards per game. They're only averaging 196.5 yards per game. So they're at the bottom of the barrel in terms of statistics all over the place. Bryce leading them in passing yards, 245. He's been benched. Chuba Hubbard leading them in rushing yards, 78. Miles Sanders right behind him with 42. Bryce Young had 18. Mike Boone with 7. Adam Thielen, the veteran slot guy that came over from Minnesota. I believe he signed a 4-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. I know he's dreading it now because they are terrible. But he's leading them in receiving yards, 69 yards. Jonathan Mingo, the young pup at an Ole Miss, 41. Xavier Legette, the rookie out of South Alabama, right behind Mingo at 35 yards. And Deontay Johnson, a guy that they had high hopes for moving, some draft capital to Pittsburgh to bring him in, only 34 yards receiving. So we'll see if any of that changes with Andy Dalton. Also, they only have 1 sack this season. So the defensive line has not been able to get to the quarterback at all, you guys. Leota with 1 sack, no one else. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They have a half a sack as well with DJ Johnson, pause if necessary. So a sack and a half, pause if necessary. Again, the defensive line has not really been able to get to opposing quarterbacks early on in the season. They do have 1 pick, you guys. Jace Horn, young pup out of South Carolina. He's looking pretty good for him out there right now. They have 1 pick just like us. Spill 1, Horn 1. Let's see if that changes this week. And then total tackles, Sacramento's own Shaq Thompson, a phenomenal linebacker for the Carolina Panthers, one of the bright spots on that defense, leading them with total tackles, 24. Josie Jewell, 18 behind, and then Ashawn Robinson, the defensive tackle, or the defensive lineman for Carolina at 15, and Xavier Woods, the safety, with 14. So there you have it, and I'll read a few more. We're going to get to it. Points scored per game, 32nd, worst in the league. They only average 6.5 per game. Points against per game, we said that, 32nd, 36.5. So New Orleans and the Chargers ran it up on the Carolina Panthers those first 2 weeks, you guys. Opposing offenses are averaging 36.5 points per game. This is the perfect weekend for this offense to finally really take off. I mean, yeah, we put up a 26-piece on Baltimore, but I think this is a great weekend to establish the run and have Gardner Minshew just go out there and throw the football all over the place. There should not be there's no reason, you guys, why we should not be able to go out there. All the excitement in Allegiant Stadium, first home game, we should be able to put up at least a 30-piece on this team. So total yards per game, we talked about that. Total yards per against per game, we talked about that. We'll get off the stats. But there you have it, you guys. Carolina Raiders matchup. Statistically, first 2 weeks, things will change with Andy Dalton at the quarterback position because, he has a totally different game than Bryce Young. So salute to Silver and Facts. Watch the rush this week. And Max said he literally has never seen Brock Bowers drop a ball in a game or practice, and that he has Renfro's hairline. They're trying to get him to shave his shit like you. Salute to Silver and Facts. Salute to Max. and Brock Bowers as well, man. I love all the attention right now, Silver and Facts, that Brock is getting, man. Kay Adams, had Devontae on. They talked about Brock Bowers the entire show or the entire segment. They had Devontae at his presser, I believe, yesterday, and all they asked about pretty much was they asked about Gardner Minshew a little bit, but they really, really just talked about Brock Bowers. It is exciting to see finally, you guys, for the first time in a long time, a Raiders first-round pick garnering all this attention and in the right way, the right attention, taking the league by storm. Rob Gronkowski saying that this guy can be better than him as a receiver at the tight end position is absolutely crazy, man. So I am excited to see Brock Bowers this week, you guys. And I believe the Carolina Panthers are the only team, the only defense in the NFL thus far that have allowed multiple touchdowns by tight ends. So that is a great stat to keep an eye on. This is a great weekend, you guys, for Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers to help in the passing game. The Carolina Panthers defense, the only defense in the NFL up to this point that have allowed multiple touchdowns to tight ends. So it should be a big game from Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. I'm expecting some big things from him coming up as well. Everybody tends to forget about Michael Mayer out here. We cannot do that. He's a phenomenal pass catcher. He's starting to block really, really well. That started at the end of the year last year, and it's trickling down this season. He's starting to block a lot better. So salute to Michael Mayer. Hopefully we can get him active as well this Sunday with that 1-2 punch with him and Brock Bowers. Salute to 10 Commandments. Janarius had to be disciplined in his rush last Sunday. This week, I expect him to unpack his entire repertoire. Look for a big game from JR. Okay. I like that 10 Commandments. Yeah, and he had a really, really, really bad offsides as well that put us in a bad position. I think it was like a 3rd and 1. Thank God, Baltimore gave it right back to us the next play. I think it was a false start that put him at like 3rd and 6. But yeah, man, JR has to get better this week. We need some help in the pass rush opposite of Mass Crosby. We can't just have him and Christian Wilkins, just being maniacs on that defensive line. Adam Butler as well, who's been all over the place. We need some help on the other side. So hopefully 10 Commandments, what you're saying is right, brother. I think he's been pretty good against the run, Janarius Robinson. But he needs to get better with his pass rushing ability. I definitely want to see him get to Andy Dalton at least once this upcoming weekend. Salute to my guy, 10 Commandments, man. Salute to Pace, my dog. Dude has us winning 53-7 in the NFL Network score predictions. Yo, what? Why is he trolling the Panthers like that? Yeah, man. I mean, Pace, I didn't respect that. I don't see this as a game where it's going to be like the Chargers game last season, where you just go in Allegiant Stadium and completely blow the doors off. I think the Panthers are going to come out fighting, man. Andy Dalton's out there, a veteran, a leader in that locker room. I think that offense is going to definitely, put their arms around him and try and start to get that thing going and flowing on the offense side of the ball with Andy Dalton, a proven veteran journeyman, but he's had some success at the NFL level, especially in Cincinnati. You have to respect him at the quarterback position. So I don't see a blowout like that. Do I see us potentially winning by 2 scores? Definitely. We should. This is a terrible Carolina Panthers team, but I don't see this being a 53-7 type game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bring those up here in a minute, Pace. We're definitely going to talk about that as well. Salute to my guy, and salute to those guys over at NFL Network. One person has the Raiders actually losing this Sunday against the Carolina Panthers, which I like, because if it was just a clean sweep, we've seen this in recent memory, right, where they have us winning and then we lose. So at least one person had the Carolina Panthers winning their first game. Cool. I can live with it. Salute to Sky High. Brock's getting 2 TDs this weekend. Facts. I just put him on in my flex on my fantasy football team on ESPN this morning. I took DJ Moore out, put Brock Bowers in. I have him and Kittle at tight end and flex. I am having Brock Bowers once again. Once I seen that stat that the Carolina Panthers are the only team that have given up multiple touchdowns to tight ends, I said, oh, yeah. Brock Bowers is about to cook. He is about to cook. Salute to all my people here in the building, man. I love that SinCal said Alexander Madison's going to have his 3rd straight touchdown on Sunday. Book it. I would love it. But you know what, though, man? I would rather see Zeus get one. I want that confidence to start growing, man. We have not been able to run the football effectively. Hopefully we get to a goal line situation they can hand the ball off to Zeus, and hopefully that just changes the energy around him and that O-line, man. It'd be great to watch Alexander Mattison score, for the third week in a row. That'd be phenomenal. You know what I mean? But I want Zeus to be able to go out there, get that touchdown, build some confidence, and hopefully, man, that'll get him moving going forward. So, but salute to Alexander Mattison, man. He's been a blessing in disguise for us these first 2 weeks. 14 points alone offensively from Alexander Mattison. One on a great 30-yard scamper that he jumped over defender, and then the goal line situation where Brock Bowers got us up to the 1-yard line. So salute to him. Salute to Van City in the building, my guy. Yeah, can't get right. I said that already. That was one of my predictions. I do have Jacorian Bennett with a pick this weekend. I think he gets to Andy Dalton, and Jacorian gets his, I believe, first pick of his career. Why not? Salute to Raider Ryan, my dog. We will finally get our run game going this weekend. Hopefully, man. Fingers crossed. Like I said before, you could tell that our head coach is starting to get frustrated. He's starting to get frustrated. You know what I mean? Like he's like, we need to get this ground game going. Whether we, get back to that power blocking scheme and get away from the zone shit. You know what I mean? Whatever we have to do, everything is on the table. We got to get the ground game going. He's frustrated, man. You know what I mean? And Getsy, once again, you can't have Gardner Minshew out there trying to win a shit ton of games with his arm. You have to have the ground game going in this system. And with the likes of a Gardner Minshew out there, quarterback, you have to get the run game going. Salute to my guy, Raider Ryan. As always, my dog. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to the big Valboski. Always supporting, man. Appreciate you, brother. The big game coming up, but I think Marvin Lewis' 8-year knowledge of Dalton will be key. We talked about this the other day. Whole Panthers have to bring in Bryce because our dynamic defense. Raiders! Salute to my guy, the big Valboski. I appreciate you, brother, on the $5 holla, and this is facts. Marvin Lewis definitely has the inside scoop on Andy Dalton. He is definitely the guy that helped develop him in Cincinnati to be the guy to take over for Carson Palmer once they moved on from him. You are absolutely right. Marvin Lewis definitely has the calling card on Andy Dalton, man. Salute to my guy, Aaron H. As always, appreciate you, brother. Salute, salute, salute. What's good, Graphk? Raiders are up for a full team win, especially being the home opener. I would like to have more balanced attack regarding our offense. Raiders fans deserve a win without stressing in the fourth quarter. Let me read that last part, y'all. Let me read this shit again. The Raiders fans deserve a win without stressing in the fourth quarter. 209. Best comment I've seen thus far in the chat today, man. Salute to you indefinitely, bro. I do not want to be at bar anticipation this weekend covering this game and freaking out in the fourth quarter about a potential loss to the Carolina Panthers. That is nasty, nasty, disgusting work. We cannot allow that to happen. We need to go out there and just beat these dudes to death. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, I want to see some backups. I want to see Aiden O'Connell in there at quarterback in the fourth quarter. Why not? Why not? Aiden O'Connell in the fourth quarter, sit Gardner Minshew after cooking that Carolina defense. I totally agree with you, man. Salute to my guy, 209. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And salute to the 600-plus people in the building, whether you're watching on Twitter or YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here with me, man. Salute to Terry. Without Kuntz, it seems that teams are attacking the right side of our D-line, especially in the run game. Terry, you are absolutely correct, sir. And we got some news today, you guys. I don't know what kind of news, it is, but, it came out last night that our young pup, let me just bring this up real quick. The injury report came out yesterday, you guys, for our Las Vegas Raiders, and an interesting name popped up, right? We heard that knee injury from Tyree Wilson was, very worrisome, and, that it may, he may be out for an extended amount of time, right? Well, he was limited in practice yesterday. So that's a good sign that Tyree Wilson may be back soon. We didn't put him on the IR, didn't put him out for 4 weeks. It is a knee injury, you guys. And once again, they were stating that it was worse, than what they initially thought. Well, he was limited in practice yesterday. So that's a good sign that our kid that came out last year in his rookie year, top 10 pick, we expected more than 3.5 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, and 29 tackles as a whole, right? We expected more out of Tyree in year one, but it looks like he is well on his way back. Chris Smith, safety, he was limited in practice as well, dealing with that knee injury. So something to keep an eye on moving forward. Dylan Parham was dealing with that foot injury, but he was a full participant in practice yesterday, you guys. So good to see our starting right guard. One of the bright spots I can say, on that O-line last week. I think he had a pretty rough week one. He looked pretty good out there last week. So he should be good to go this week in full participation in practice, dealing with that foot injury. Christian Wilkins dealing with the knee injury. He was limited in practice yesterday, so something to monitor moving forward. I don't think that it's necessarily bad, but something to definitely keep an eye on. He's one of the better players on the defense. I think they're going to just monitor him and keep him limited probably today and then get him back full participant by Friday. We shall see, but something to monitor. Christian Wilkins, knee injury, limited in practice. DCAM, Mr. Richardson, our rookie corner, did not participate in practice. Once again, he's dealing with the hamstring injury, so we have no idea when we're going to see him. But to be honest with you guys, we've been looking really good at the cornerback position early on this year, so no reason to rush the young kid that they have a lot of high hopes for moving forward. So Colton Miller, shoulder, they've been really, really, very, very patient with him. They're not trying to continue to rush him out in practice and take every rep. He was limited in practice dealing with that shoulder injury. He will play Sunday, you guys. He hasn't been good, these first 2 weeks. He struggled, against that D-line of Baltimore and that D-line out there, the Chargers. This is not that talented of a defensive line. So this would be a good week for Colton Miller to get back in motion, build some confidence up as well. We need our best offensive lineman to perform well this upcoming week. And I think that Colton Miller will. He's still getting over that shoulder injury, you guys. I think he's a little bit in his head as well. New scheme, all that good stuff. Let's just hope that Colton could go out there, put a great game out there on tape, and we can build on that. But he has been limited in practice with that shoulder injury. We all know that he has shoulder surgery in the offseason, but I think he will play. I don't even think it's a question if he's going to play or not. Tommy Eichenberg was limited in practice, you guys, dealing with that knee injury. So something to monitor moving forward. He was active against the Baltimore Ravens. We have not seen him, I believe, yet at the linebacker position. I think he was getting some reps out there in special teams. So something to keep an eye on. He was limited. Divine Diablo dealing with an oblique injury. He did not practice yesterday. So something to keep an eye on moving forward. May see Luke Masterson out there more. You may see Amari Burney out there getting some reps outside of just special teams. You may see Tommy Eichenberg. Something to monitor. Divine Diablo dealing with an oblique injury. He did not participate in practice yesterday. He has not had a great season at all, you guys. 0 sacks, 0 tackles for a loss, 9 total tackles, no picks, 0 passes defensed. It's been a really, really tough year for Divine Diablo in his contract year. So something to monitor moving forward. And then Max Crosby, remember everybody was saying that he was limping a little bit after that game in Baltimore. Nothing to worry about, you guys. But he was limited in practice last week. I'm cool with that. Yesterday, dealing with an ankle injury. He'll be good. Max is not going to miss this game. He is different. He does not leave the football field. He will be out there this season, 3 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss. Insanity. 11 tackles and a pass defense. So those are our injury report updates for yesterday, you guys. We'll get some more updates today at some point. Going to the Carolina Panthers, Robert Hunt, their guard that they spent a massive amount of money to bring in from Miami, a guy that I was really high on, that I thought we could potentially bring over in free agency. He's dealing with a shoulder injury. He was limited in practice yesterday. Philippe Franks, their tight end, it's a non-injury, but he did not participate in practice yesterday. Something to keep an eye on. He did play both games up to this point. Jadeveon Clowney, rest yesterday. He did not participate. He hasn't had a big year either. I mean, he's been pretty bad. 0 sacks, 0 tackles for a loss, 7 tackles total, 0 passes defensed. But he did not practice yesterday. They're resting their veteran pass rusher. Shy Tuttle, the defensive tackle, dealing with a foot injury. He did not participate in practice. So that is something to keep an eye on, a guy that, has put some starter minutes out there for the Carolina Panthers. That if he's not ready to go this Sunday, there's no excuse for us to not get this run game going with one of their better defensive tackles missing the game. So something to monitor. He did not participate in practice yesterday, dealing with a foot injury. Ashawn Robinson, another pivotal part of their defensive line. He did not participate in practice yesterday. He's dealing with a knee injury. So he has 15 tackles this year, 0 sacks, 0 tackles for a loss, 0 interceptions, 0 passes defense. Looks like 2 of those pivotal players on that D line, something to monitor moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Tremble, their tight end, was limited in practice as well yesterday, dealing with a hamstring injury. This season, 4 targets, 3 receptions. He has 23 yards, 0 touchdowns, something to monitor there. And then their starting left guard, Damian Lewis, dealing with a groin injury. He was limited in practice yesterday, so something to keep an eye on as well. Carolina has a slew of injuries that they're dealing with right now. So there you go, you guys. The injury report is there. A lot of names on the Carolina side to keep an eye on moving forward. I do expect Jadeveon Clowney to play. Once again, he was resting. You know, the veterans, you know, they get their days, you know, on a weekly basis to rest up. But Shy Tuttle, man, and Ashawn Robinson, 2 names to definitely keep an eye on. And Damian Lewis and Hunt, both their starting guards popping up on the injury report. Salute to my guy, Terry, though, man. Facts, bro. Facts plus tax. Salute to my guy in the building. Salute to Robert Hicks, my brother, man. Salute to all the new Green Dot gang in the building because of my guy, Robert Hicks. If you guys missed out on those ones, man, make sure you hit the link. It's pinned up top. It definitely helps us keep the lights on over here, man. Salute to Lucky King as well. Appreciate you, brother. Almost a year, man. Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you for investing in my product the way you do, bro. That means a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you. Salute to A Tribe Called West. For the love of God, no more passes behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I'm sick of that shit. Definitely, man. Salute to my guy, Tribe Called West, man. I love that name too, bro. Let me see. Get Hammer. Salute to my brother Hammer as well. I'm going to bring my guy on for a split second. Still got some more to talk about, you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Salute to Two Stocked. Our O-line will help Clowney bounce back. Don't put that into the universe, Two Stock. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Salute to you. Graphk, the shift on the O-line. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping that we see Jackson Powers Johnson out there. I'm hoping that we see our young pup out there getting his first reps in the NFL in his career. I'm hoping that is the move. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, they're not going to take Andre James out. They just gave him a healthy bag in the offseason. He will be the center. So if we do see JPJ, he's probably going to be out there at the guard position. And you've seen what happened, right? At one point, Cody Whitehair benched. They put Andres Pete out there. They bench Andres Pete. They put Cody Whitehair out there. They're still trying to figure out that left guard position. And we need some nastiness on that O-line, man. Those guys have been soft. And look, man, I hate to be an asshole, but y'all have looked soft at the left guard spot. We need a mauler. Put Jackson Powers Johnson out there, left guard, you know, in between Andre James and Colton Miller, and let him go out there and cook. Let him go out there and cook. So I'm hoping that this is the first glimpse we get of him. Hopefully, if one of those guards go out there and struggle early on, JPJ goes out there and does not lose the job at all moving forward. In a perfect world, you get a chance to see Jackson Powers Johnson go out there and steal that left guard starting spot. And then moving forward, we have him out there, you know, next to Colton, man. That would be great. Graham, I agree with you, bro. I would love to see Jackson Powers Johnson as center, man, but I don't think that they're going to do that with all the money they invested in Andre James this offseason. I don't think that they're ready to do that yet. Now, if we move on from Andre James in the offseason, I do believe that Jackson Powers Johnson will be the center of the future. It's going to take some time, though, man. You know, Andre James, only two games in, man. They want to see what he can do. You know what I mean? Let me see. Salute. DPH in the building, man. Salute to my hometown of Sacramento. Salute to Sir Dre in the building also. I hope we get McCormick and Lobby some touches this game. You're not going to see Sincere, Sir Dre. I mean, you know what it is. You guys know how I feel about my guy, Sincere McCormick. You're not going to see him. He will not be activated. But I'm hoping that Lobby definitely is active this week. I mean, I don't know if he will be. You know, we've been, you know, talking, going back and forth in the DM. I just been kind of just hyping him up, man. Like, you know, your time's going to come. Don't worry. Just be ready and be prepared when your name is called. But I don't know if he's going to be active. I truly don't. I think this would be a great week to do it. You know what I mean? You want to get that ground game going and you want to get, you know, some more out of your running backs in the passing game. Bring in Dylan Lowry, man. your playmakers should be out there, man. Outside of that second half against the Baltimore Ravens, this offense is sputtered all year long. I would love to see Tyreek McAllister, and I would love to see Dylan Lowby out there, two playmakers that want just give them the football, and they're going to go make a play. You know what I mean? And we shall see. I don't know if Dylan's going to be active yet. I think that they still want to see if they can get, the best out of Zeus, Amir, and Alexander Madison, but stay tuned. Hopefully he will be active this week, though. Definitely, man. DPH, I just booked a flight to SAC. I'll be in there. I'll be out there for like 10 days in December. So stay tuned, brother. I'll be out there for Christmas and New Year's. So I'll be home and definitely, you know what? I'm going to throw an event. Salute to my people over at Woodson Whiskey. I'm going to reach out to my family, Jay. We'll put an event together or something out there in SAC while I'm out there. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Salute to Silver and Facts. Cap hit for Cutting James is like 12 mil this year and around 7 mil next year. Yeah. I mean, next year, if you got to move on, you got to move on. If you're struggling, you got to move on. It is what it is. Essentially, this is a 1-year deal for Andre James. You can definitely get out of it. Gio, it's all good. I'll keep you posted, man. I definitely want to put something together, maybe at like a cigar bar or some type of bar out there in SAC. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Salute to everybody here in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Got my brother in the building. Yerp. What up? The background looks fucking fire, bro. How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Salute to my brother Hammer, man. We will be rocking together tomorrow. You're gonna pick me up at LaGuardia. You're gonna hang out and get rocking. Wasted told me that you want to go hit Top Golf, so we're gonna hit that Top Golf and get some pictures of beer and turn up. You know what I mean? Fun. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun, man. Salute to my brother Hammer. If you guys are not subscribed to my brother yet, what are y'all waiting on, man? Go over to Hammer's House on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. And when I say Hammer's House, I know technically it's not called that anymore, but if you type that in, you'll find his channel.
Still there.
It's still there. And even when you type in Doxy and T, it's literally my channel pops up. So salute to my brother Hug in the building as well, man. Gifting 5. OLV, the GOAT himself is in the building. Salute to my father himself, my dog. Appreciate you. Salute to all the new Green Dot Gang members in the building. If you missed out on those 5, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Definitely one of the best ways to support. Hug, my dog. I appreciate you, brother. East Coast, my dog. I got to get you on sometime this week. I want to get you on the show sometime this week, man. So I'm gonna DM you after this. I'm gonna text you after this. Salute to my guy, East Coast. How you feeling about this game, man?
Good. It looks like we're finally getting a little bit of respect with everybody finally picking us this week. Yeah. But it's also a game that you can't walk into taking lightly in any way, shape, or form. Talked about Dalton this week. He's now the starter. 4-0 against the Raiders for his career. Mm-hmm. Again, familiarity. Marvin Lewis. Just be the bug in Patrick Graham's ear. Strengths, weaknesses, ins and outs of Andy Dalton. Let the defense handle their business. And offensively, just come into this game with that same momentum you had going into the end of that game last Sunday against the Ravens.
Facts. Salute to my brother Hammer with some great analysis. Salute to DB. Back then, hoes didn't want him. Now he Brock. All the hoes on him. Laugh out loud. My league was yapping when I drafted Brock Bowers.
Didn't he have like almost 20 fantasy points? It was like just a little under 20 last week. Like,
no, I don't know. Did he have that much? I mean, what in what league? Because he didn't get a touchdown. He had 90 yards.
I think it was PPR.
Okay. Then he may have it. He may have. I'm definitely starting him this week. There's no more playing around. I put him in my flex. I got him and Kittle in starting this week.
I'm trying to figure out my defense right now. So I have Houston.
I have the Raiders, man. Keeping the Raiders.
No. Listen, I have Houston. I have the Jets. I'm thinking about dropping one of them and picking up the Raiders.
Keep Houston. Drop the Jets. Pick up the Raiders. Done. Salute to who did this again? Was it NFL Network?
Yeah.
We do this every week. This week's a little different after going out there and beating Baltimore, doing the unthinkable right on the road. Wolf, 23-10. I can respect that. That seems more of a logical kind of score prediction this week. Until we can show that we can consistently do what we did offensively against Baltimore in that second half, I think that 23 mark is semi the standard for this offense moving forward. 23-17, MJD. I'm cool with that. 18-6, Adam Rank has Carolina not being able to score at all and us barely scoring. And Carolina has not been able to score up to this point. So they faced some three stingy defenses though, Hammer. Let's keep it a buck. They're the Saints. They're a tough defense, even though they're aging. They're still a great defense. The Chargers, great defense, and then us. I mean, Carolina has not had any gimme games this early on. Grant has us 21-16. Bucky Brooks 27-10. Gordon has us 53-7, bro. He has us blowing Carolina out in Chargers fashion last year. How do you feel about that one? This is why I brought this up. I wanted to laugh about this. Like, bro, has he watched our offense the first 2 weeks? I mean, we had the worst rush attack in the NFL right now. I mean, 53-7. Is that even possible?
We're just gonna air it out.
I know, right? He's gonna
Minshew's gonna have a field day and throw like 6-7 touchdowns.
That's crazy, bro. Daniel Jeremiah 26-17. Understandable. I could deal with that. Ed Home 23-20 Carolina. So he has Andy Dalton turning things around for Carolina on the road against this Raiders team coming off a big win in the first home game at Allegiant Stadium. Ed Home, man, you are smoking the greatest of cracketh rocketh. Salute to Shook 27-17. I can see that 22-20. Patrick has the Raiders winning. So there you guys with the game preview picks. I brought this up, and we do this every week. We bring them up because we want to laugh a little bit. But that 53-7, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. How are you feeling right now about the injury report? Have you went over it yet?
Went over it last night with the one that came out yesterday after the presser. I think we're okay right now. Let's go through these next 2 days. Let's see what the final report is. I'm really hoping to see JPJ out there this weekend. Like, I would be incredibly excited. Diablo with the concussion. Can we throw Gainer in? Is
it a concussion? I thought it was an oblique injury.
It was oblique and concussion.
Oh, shit. So both.
So can we throw Gainer in there? I know we saw a little bit of Masterson last week, but I would much rather Gainer out there for us. And what else did I see on that? Colton with the shoulder still.
He's going to live on the injury.
You know what's crazy, though? Yeah, but you know what's crazy, though? I can't remember if it was last week's. No, it was last week's. Last week, it was the knee.
Yeah.
Now this week is back to the shoulder. I'm just like, we can't win right now with this.
Yeah.
But again, he missed a lot of time off. He missed a lot of time throughout the offseason. He's back now. He's still trying to work his way back into the swing of things as well. So it's like, I get it to an extent, but at the same time, the 5 sacks that Minshew took on Sunday, they were not blitzes. They were not blitzing packages at all. Like, you got to be a little bit more alert, especially you are the one to protect his blind side. Like, can't let shit like that happen anymore.
But you great point, little bro. Like, from knee to shoulder, back to the shoulder. So it looks like it's still got him down a little bit. Salute to Ron Justice, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute to my dog, man. I appreciate you, brother, as always, for everything you do for the channel. Salute to all the Green Dot Gang in the building, man. Salute to all the new members as well. Salute to Pace. How excited are you two about JPJ not being on the injury report at all? And what realistic impact do you think he'll have on the running game? To be real, Pace, I may be partial, right? Because I've been a fan of him, in the offseason during all those mock drafts. I said to me, he was the best offensive lineman in the draft. And I think he's gonna take this rushing attack to the next level. I mean, it can't get any worse than 32nd in the league. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But I definitely believe he's a mauler, Pace. He's a guy that will drain, just drain the defensive line. Like, he's just a mauler. He's a mauler. I definitely believe that he can make a massive impact on the ground game. You know what I mean?
I agree. Like, look, he also had a legendary offensive lineman help him become more of a bully than he already was, and Richie Incognito. We just need to see him on the field already and just see the dog come out that we've been waiting to see from the start of the season. Like, I'm incredibly excited to see him on the field.
You know what's funny, man? I don't expect with rooks, usually when they get out there early on, you're like, there's going to be some growing pains.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? In offensive linemen, usually there is some growing pain. We've seen it with Colton Miller in year 1 dealing with that injury out of UCLA. A lot of the nation was ready to give up on him, and then he ended up being our left tackle of the future, right? I'm going to be honest, man. I don't think that there's going to be too many growing pains with Jackson Powers Johnson. I believe in this kid that much. I think he can come in and make a massive impact immediately at left guard. And then, later on down the line in the future, move over to center and be potentially an all-pro center. So, but I'm excited to see what he can do, man. Either way, we got to get that ground game going. Salute to Ant. Flying to Vegas for the game on Sunday. It's my first time being at Allegiant Stadium. I can't wait. Raiders! Salute to my guy, Ant, man. Have a ball out there, brother. Send me a bunch of pictures and videos if you can, man. We'll definitely show them on the show. Salute to my guy, Ant. Appreciate you, brother, as always. I agree, DeMarcus. JPJ will definitely pay dividends with short yardage run plays. Facts.
That picture, man.
That's fire. That is fire. That's fire. Salute to everybody here in the building. I want to bring this up real quick as well. I didn't talk about this yet. We finally got the answer, Hammer. The whole viral moment of Max Crosby grabbing Gardner Minshew by the helmet and talking to him, and then the energy just completely changing on the offensive side of the ball, right? It came out yesterday. I believe it was the presser yesterday where Gardner talked about that. And he stated that he grabbed me. This is his words. I'm quoting him. He grabbed me and just said, "Hey, we got your back, dude. We need that Washington State Gardner Minshew. We need that." And I was like, "Man, you right, dude. Let me see what I can go whip up real quick." Nah, man, that dude's a great leader. He does it the right way. Couldn't be more grateful to have him on our team. How do you feel about that, man? Because that was definitely one of those turning points in that game where Gardner, the lights just came on. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, the offense started gelling and he was throwing the football all over the place. We abandoned the ground game. Like Luke Getsy didn't give up on Gardner Minshew either. He said, "You know what? If we're going to win, we're putting the ball in our quarterback's hands." How do you feel about that?
He absolutely needed that. He needed that motivation. And from one of our captains, to me, he's one of the most energetic leaders in the NFL right now. And I'm not saying that just because he's a Raider. Like, you look around to some of these other teams, I have not seen, let alone a defensive player, any captain or anybody really try to push and motivate their team the way that Crosby does. Like, his mentality is just something different. And when you hear him talk, it's like, I respect a lot of the things that he says, especially everything that he's gone through. Like, he's changed himself so much and is just such a phenomenal defensive player, but as a leader, not even just in the locker room, like as a father, as a husband, like, dude is so fucking solid. I have the utmost respect for him. And when it comes to Minshew right now, for those that don't know, Minshew is tied second in the league for most pass yards, and he leads the league in completion percentage.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we're fourth in the league in passing yards right now. Like, as a whole, we're the worst rushing team, but we're one of the better passing teams.
Yep.
Mind you guys, we're not trying to outsell this. It's week 2. We only been through 2 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to go through our ups and downs. There's going to be games where we have to rely on the ground game because Minshew can't get it going in the passing game. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but early on to see that he's having the success that he's having, man, it's phenomenal because a lot of people, including myself, didn't see Gardner Minshew coming out and doing what he's doing early on. So salute to our guy Hug as well. Hey, Dookie, hey, salute to Cookie Bit, bro. Please don't spam that, brother. Please don't spam that. Salute to you though. Hug, we got a new member of Raider Nation in the house. Maine Coon Kitten Theodore. Welcome to the nation, young fur monster. Wife's cat. I'm a dog guy. Yo, is that the real name? Maine Coon Kitten Theodore?
Oh my God, I'm done.
Yo, Hug, y'all wild out there, Idaho, man.
Yo, Hug D's. If she's a cat person, you have to. Both of you need to watch this movie, Bad Cat, on Tubi. You will thank me. The movie is hysterical.
Salute to everybody here in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We went over the injury report for both teams. We went over both stats, going into week 3. We talked about the Gardner Minshew Max thing. I want to show something real quick. Did you see the hit my little man put yesterday?
Bro, I was driving before and I watched it, and
I got to show this, man. My little man. Bing!
Hold on.
Bing!
Hold on. Play it one more time, please.
Look at my guy, man. Bing! Woo! Let's go, boy. One more time.
Look on the cones. Watch.
Bing! Woo! Yo, salute to my little man. He finally out there, man, embracing contact. You love to see it, man. Initially it's year one for him. So, these kids, they go out there, they do not want contact at all. They run from it, bro. And he's starting to embrace it, man. So salute to him. He's been starting safety, and they've been kind of interchanging him at corner as well. I sent that to Stu. Stu hit me up and said, put him on the phone with Unc right now. He said, hey, man. He said, I wish Mary could tackle like that. I was like, you stupid, bro. I was like, you stupid. Oh, yo, it's great, man, that my little boy, man, got, guys like Stu in his corner and Marquette calling to check in on him, and Gary on Conley and guys that really believe in him, man. So salute to my son. He's had some up and down practices, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Especially in year one. But he's been really good, man. Salute to my little man, man. Salute to Raider BD also for becoming a member. My brother, my dog, appreciate you. Welcome to the Green Dot family. Salute, salute, salute. As always, man. AP, my dog, I see you, bro. Salute to Terry. Crazy how the Getsy hire. We thought we were going to be strong at running and bad at passing, but we're the opposite. It's still early, though, Terry, but you're right, bro. You're right. I didn't think that we were going to be that bad up front, though. I thought that this was, at worst, going to be a middle of the pack O-line. I didn't think that it was going to be one of the terrible units in the NFL at this point. Wrong. But hey, they have a lot of time to fix this thing, so we shall see. Salute to Dave Lee, South Sac, Iraq, in the building. Come on, man. You see it, South Sac, man. Barack Bowers. Salute to my guy Dave Lee, man. Appreciate you on the $2 special as well. He said he think he perfect.
God help us.
Yeah. I love it, man. I'm so sad, man. Can't get right. Yeah, Marquette always calls and checks on him to see how he's doing and stuff like that. I'm gonna miss his third game, man, on Saturday. I'm gonna be out there with y'all. I'm really down on myself, right? I know I'm not gonna be able to make every game in his career, you know what I mean? But I'm kind of hurting a little bit, man. So whatever we doing Saturday, man, do not be shocked if I'm FaceTiming my wife the entire time, bro.
I'm about to say, just give wife access to the YouTube, and she can go live. She could do her.
I know, right?
That would be fire.
Yeah, hey Jenny, that already has been over with.
It's been out the window for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, he unfollowed me on Instagram about a year ago, and because I was really, really harsh on him after a very, very up and down season, and he unfollowed me. So I don't think we'll ever see Merrick on the show anyway. So and salute once again, you guys. We have Jalen Richard on the show next week, so stay tuned. Should be Saturday night. He's looking at his schedule right now, so we're trying to figure out exactly what time, but it should be next Saturday night. Right now it's set up for 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, but it may change. So stay tuned, but we do have Jalen coming on the show next week, and we do have Amy Trask coming on in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that as well. The lady, the Princess of Darkness will be on, and she has some great stories to tell. I cannot wait to have her on here in the near future as well. So stay tuned, you guys. I remember Graphk. I was just messing around. Salute to Jenny. Get some questions in, you guys, before we get out of here. And Hug, I'm definitely going to check it out, brother. Salute to Gio. I love the attention Bowers is getting because at some point, teams are going to have to game plan for him, as if we don't already have DA, Kobe, Mayer, Tucker, etc. But guess what happens? Gio, you game plan and you try to take Brock out the game, which I don't think you can because he's just that good. You have a guy in Michael Mayer, the runner-up to him as the best tight end in the nation, I think back-to-back years. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, don't quote me on it. It might have been one, but I thought it was back-to-back years. So, I'm not worried about it. If you can lock down Bowers, which I don't think too many people can, you have so many weapons at your disposal, man. And we're still waiting on Trey Tucker. We're still waiting on that game. It's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. I'm hoping that we can take the top off this Carolina defense. I think this will be the best time for Trey Tucker to get out there, man, and really make some noise because we need our speedster to put up some production this season, man. And I know we all been kind of waiting on that long ball, right? Like I'm hopefully it happens this week. Salute to Gio.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Eddie, man, my guy, appreciate you. Love the show. Been tuning in to OLV for the past couple seasons. Raider Nation salute all the way from Jersey. Go Raiders. Hey, Eddie, if you want to pull up.
All the way from where? All the way from where?
Jersey. Hey, we're going to be out there, Eddie, this Sunday. Our anticipation, Lake Como. If you want to pull up and have a drink with you guys, make sure Eddie to pull up, man. We'll put you on the live screen with us too. You know what I mean? Come have some fun with us, man. Lake Como, bar anticipation Sunday. If you out there in Jersey, brother, pull up. Let me see. Yeah, yep. He was the Mackey winner back-to-back in 21 and 22. There you go. Salute to my guy, man. East Coast Greg. He is a mental, like he just has mental notes of everything at the collegiate level. Like, I don't know how he dials up that shit so quick. Absolutely insane. Salute to Raider Clan as well. Spook in Washington were a killer duo behind Jacobs. Man, our running back cool. Nice for him, man. I mean, were they? I mean, Jalen was one of the better third down backs and one of the better blocking running backs, period. Like, let's not act as though that bomb that Derek Carr threw to Henry Ruggs against the Jets as time expired wasn't a Jalen Richard special.
Yeah.
That big block that he laid definitely laid the ground for DC to throw that football to Henry Ruggs. But, I liked DeAndre Washington out of Texas Tech. I actually hung out with him a couple months ago at a Raider event out here. Good guy, cool dude. But I'm not going to act as though that was a killer duo. You know what I'm saying? DeAndre Washington never really got it going. But he didn't really get a lot of reps anyway. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, Jalen Richard in his first game ever against the Saints, running that 50, 60-yard touchdown, he definitely took the lead by storm in his first snap. So salute to Richard. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk to him this. Hey, get your guys' questions ready, man. Just all I'm gonna say. Get your questions ready. Jalen's gonna come kick it with us for a little while. We're gonna have some fun. And he's definitely down to chop it up, man, with the nation, man. He's excited. Salute to WI. If we can fix the O-line and replace Diablo, we got an 11-win team. Let me ask you this. If Diablo's not ready to go, which it looks like he may not, with a concussion and an oblique injury, I don't think they're going to try to rush him back, especially after he's been struggling these first 2 weeks. Who's your starter? I mean, realistically, we would love to see Amari Gainer out there, but I don't think that they're going to throw him out there.
It's going to be Masterson then, and okay. It's not a matter of choice. Like, again, Masterson was the one that went in for him when he went down with the injuries last Sunday, so it's going to be Masterson, which I don't have a problem with. Realistically, like, he's good in regards to reading and reacting. Mm-hmm. And Spillane is definitely a lot more of a coverage guy than Masterson is.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's going to be Luke Masterson. I would love to see Eichenberg out there, but they're not trying to rush these guys out there. Amari Gainer's a UDFA, you guys. Like, it's going to take some time to develop him. We love what he looked like in preseason, but this is playing against professionals now. And you guys know, as excited as I was about Amari Gainer, I said we riot if he doesn't make this roster. Yep. And thank God he did, because somebody else would have picked him up. But don't want to throw a kid out there into the fire yet if he's not ready to go. Trust and believe. AP, being a former linebacker, a former UDFA at linebacker, is definitely has his arm around him and trying to get him right and develop him. But I don't want to see him get rushed out there and potentially, have a Jacorian Bennett type year where he was in his head last year. You know what I mean? And it happens. So I'm cool with Luke Masterson. I love Tommy though, man. I would love to see Tommy Eichenberg out there, even though they're going to probably just have him give him some special team reps. He was limited yesterday though. So yeah, we shall see whatever, what happens with him. But yeah, it's probably going to be a Luke Masterson and Spillane special. And with Spill out there looking the way he's looking, man, these first 2 weeks and last year, I'm not really too much worried about the linebacker position, dog.
Did you see the thumbnail that I had for Monday?
No, which one?
Bro, I took the picture of Spillane with the interception. Bro, he's pulling an MJ as he's running with the ball, tongue stuck out and I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, this dude is a beast. Like,
Stu said it, bro. He said he's a psychopath, bro.
Realistically,
that may be the craziest linebacking duo. If Tommy Eichenberg ever takes that starting spot, him and Spill, bro, we got to call them the two killers, bro.
I'm calling that the psych. That linebacking core, I'm calling the psych ward.
Psych.
Done.
Hammer, just put it out there, you guys. The psychopaths, the psych ward. I love it.
If you see Spillane, no equipment, dude looks like he just came straight out of Arkham Asylum. Like, I'm good, man.
Let's get into the game on Sunday a little bit, you guys. I want you guys to take on this too. I got probably about 30 more minutes before I got to get out of here. Who has some big games for you, man? Let's do some predictions for Sunday. Give me 2 on the offense, 2 on the defense, and then I'll follow up.
I'm so tempted to stick with some of the guys that I went with last week. Offensive side of the ball, I'm going with Bowers. Bowers is getting his first touchdown, and I'm hoping that he goes over 100 receiving yards, but he's getting his first touchdown at the Death Star. I don't care.
Did you see the stat about Carolina is the only team in the NFL giving up multiple touchdowns to tight ends? This is the Brock special.
Mayer and Brock, 1 each.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay.
Who else? Toss up at the running back position. Madison or Zeus, they're gonna get close to 100 rushing. I think some adjustments have been made, especially with hearing what AP said earlier this week.
Okay.
And I think he's kind of made it clear some of y'all jobs are going to be on the line if this whole line doesn't get their shit together. So,
yeah.
I see one of them, whoever has the hot hand, whoever stays consistent is going to rush for 100 or maybe close to 100. Defensively, I think Max is going to run into this week the same way he did last week.
Yeah.
Somebody in our secondary is getting a pick six.
Ooh.
Preferably Jack, or I would love to see Agent Zero get it. I would be hype if Jacorian did.
That's one of my defense. I'll start on the defense side of the ball. Jacorian's having a big game. I got him with a pick. I got to follow up, with the stud at linebacker, man. One of the Psych Ward brothers. It has to be Spillane. I mean, he's been playing out of his mind. I'm going to go with, on the defense side of the ball, Jacorian Bennett and Spill. I want to say one of the safeties, but they haven't shown enough in those first 2 weeks. So I'm going to stick to the script. Spill and Jacorian Bennett. Offensive side of the ball, this may be a cheat code. I wanted to say Brock, but you stole my thunder. I'm going to go Devontae Adams. I think him and Gardner are already starting to build that rapport. I think that he's going to go to him a million times. And Luke Getsy's going to say, go find your best pass catcher. And they're building that chemistry up. Devontae's going to have another big game. And then I'm going to go Zeus. I think it's time that he gets this thing going, this week. I'm going with Zeus. And hopefully in this goal line situation, I said it earlier on the show that if we get in any type of goal line situation, somebody said they would love to see Alexander Madison get another touchdown 3 weeks back to back. Give it to Zeus. I want to see Zeus be able to build that confidence, have something to build some momentum off of. I'm going Zeus and Devontae on the offense side of the ball. So
for Devontae, are you going over, under 110 receiving yards this week?
I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go under.
Okay.
I think it'll be somewhere in that 90 to 105 range. So I'll keep it respectable because I think we're going to run the ball. I think that Brock's going to have a game. I'm going to keep it under, even though I want to say over, though, bro. I'm going to take the under. Take the under. Well, what do you think on Brock? What is the over under with him? Did you see anything on him?
No, but I'm hoping this week, especially being homecoming for him. Really, it's his first home game at Allegiant. I'm hoping for over 100, and I'm hoping for 1 touchdown.
My cousin said that he was going to do a parlay out there in San Jose, and they had the over under with Brock at 49 yards, bro.
Let me check something. Let me try to pull one of these up.
He said 49 yards. I said, bro, that's a lick.
I'm not sure if Betting Pros does it this way, but no, they do. Hold on. Let me find this real quick. Player props.
While you do that, salute the cheese man.
Got you.
Are O linemen able to adapt to another scheme and get the full potential out of Zeus? It's going to be interesting, Cheese, because once again, that was the reason why they brought Andre James back, right? Because of the zone scheme. Can Dylan Parham get it done in this system? What we shall see. But I mean, hey man, look, these are professionals. Cheese, like if you got to switch it up, man, to get the ground game going, you got to do what you got to do.
So I got it. And these are the best odds. Like they have every sportsbook platform, but these are the best odds right now for Brock. Anytime touchdown score plus 230, player to score the last touchdown plus 1200. Receptions over under is 4.5 at minus 120 for the over. Under is minus 105. Receiving yards over under is 44.5. minus 125 for the over, even at under. And first touchdown score is plus 1,000.
Wow. East Coast said, the over. So it's 44, 45 range. Okay. Take the over on that shit. Take the over.
I think the one that East Coast is doing, because I'm looking at it now, I'm gonna assume it's BetMGM with the 45.5. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. Sinkhouse is Graphk. Minshew over or under 1 turnover. Jace Horn, man, has looked good out there. He has 1 pick already on the season for the Carolina Panthers. Minshew, man, he does have these gimmies here and there, man. So I'm going to play it safe. I do believe he'll have 1 pick. I do. I think he's going to have 1 pick. Would this be a great week for him to clean it up and not have one?
Half 0.5 over under for interceptions. Half an interception pretty much over under for Minshew this week.
I'm taking over.
Okay.
Even though I think he's going to have a big game, this is what he does. He's thrown 2 picks back-to-back weeks. Look, I would love to see some mistake-free football out of Gardner Minshew, but until he can prove he can do it, I gotta take the over on that.
Just because I asked you about Tay before and what you thought, I just want to see his receiving yards. The over-under for receiving yards right now is 63.5.
Wow.
And receptions is 5.5 over-under.
Okay. Jenny, I'm obligated to do 2 shows a week for them. So when I don't need to, you're going to see my face with the beard up there. We go by contracts. But salute to our family and our people over at BetUS. Let me see. Yeah, take the over. What did you say it again? The Devontae?
For which one? Tay, the receiving yards is 63.5. The receptions is 5.5.
I'm going over on both.
And it actually dropped too. It opened at 64.5 for the receiving yards, and now it's at 63.5.
That's
the reception. The receptions have stayed the same.
Are these people they just giving away money now and shit?
I guess. Again, like how I'm looking at it right now, it has the open line, the best odds, and then BetMGM, DraftKings, FanDuel, and Caesar Sportsbook. And from BetGM over, there's really nothing on for any of them except for the anytime touchdown score and player to score the last touchdown and first touchdown score.
Hey, Jay Raider, I agree with you, man. He loves to embarrass those young folks. Facts. Graham, this is definitely Tay's going to get fed.
Yeah.
Luke and company are going back to what worked last week. And with those 2 big catches on the boundary, you got to keep feeding Devontae. I know he had 2 bad drops, but that's Devontae Adams. Keep feeding him, man.
That shit drove me insane until he got that touchdown. I was like, thank God.
Pause, John. Anything on Max?
Hold on. Let me.
What side are you using right now?
Betting Pros. I have the full subscription, so anytime you need it, just hit me up. I got you.
Got you.
Let's see. Crosby.
It'd be great to see Jacoby get some work this week too. It's just, man, there's so many great pass catchers, man. It's just difficult to see Jacoby being very productive this year. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not enough footballs to go around.
It's not showing me anything for him, but I'm gonna try to look another way for this. Player props. Let's see if I can get.
Why you do that? Minshew picks get him nuts to succeed. Yo, that's funny. I know what you're trying to say. He's basically saying like anytime Gardner throws a pick, it like he grows a pair and goes out there and makes up for it.
Yo, I'm done.
Yeah, hey, Desert, man. The thing is, you got to throw the football. You got to throw the football deep. Are we going to see that this week? We shall see. Doc's Hammer. Who do you both want to see start on the front line? I'm assuming Ferris. You're talking about the offensive line. What is your perfect offensive line, Hammer?
So I did a 1A and 1B with this the other day, barring injuries or even if the injuries were to happen. I had Colton. See if I can remember this. Colton, JPJ, James, Glaze, Mumford, or Mumford Glaze. That would be like the perfect world situation. Okay. The 1B would be without Colton. Mumford at the left guard. I'd put JPJ.
You mean left tackle?
I'm sorry. Yeah, left tackle. JPJ left guard. Andre James. Right guard. How did I have it? Who am I missing? Parham at right guard, and at right tackle would be Mumford. So, like,
yeah.
interchangeable at the tackle positions.
My perfect O-line with what we have, with the personnel that we have, Ferris, is going to be Colton on the left side at left tackle. At left guard, you're going to have – well, let me start from the right side. You'll have Mumford at right guard. You'll have Glaze at right tackle. You'll have JPJ at center. Have Colton Miller at left tackle, and then you'll have Parham at left guard.
I'm thinking from the standpoint with James's contract.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I won't do that right now.
No,
trust me. Realistically, in a perfect world,
yeah. I'm just going off of what I would have. You know what I mean? Because I just think that he's just too good of a center to take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Meredith, Brandon. Don't get me wrong, but there's a reason why Jordan Meredith has been on and off practice squads. Like, he's not. If he's a starter on your O-line, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't think that it's a very serviceable O-line. I like Jordan.
He didn't do too bad last year when he had to fill in, though. That's the thing.
No, not at all.
He's a guy that I've thought about where it's like, why isn't he out there right now? Especially with that whole thing that was going on last week between Whitehead and Pete.
Yeah.
Whitehair and Pete. I'm just like, where's Meredith? Why? Yeah. That's what it is.
Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, you guys, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on? Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I got to say this real quick. I'm seeing a lot of people tweeting me and DMing me and saying that they're hearing, rumors of, the Raiders bringing in Hassan Reddick and, trading for this player and this person. And man, you guys, it's week 3. It's week 3. We don't know where Malcolm Kuntz is yet. Yes, he's on the IR for at least 4 weeks. There's a lot of rumors and rumblings behind the scenes of him potentially missing the season. We've talked about it, but there's nothing really solid. There's no solid information to make sure that says that that's real. Okay. We have not heard a doctor. We have not heard our head coach. We've not heard our GM. Anyone state that Malcolm Kuntz will be out for the season. Okay. So let's not jump the gun here. Secondly, there's no reason to go get Hassan Reddick. You literally have to make him one of the highest paid edge rushers to bring him in. How can you afford to have Hassan Reddick at right? As your right, as one of your defensive ends, with Max Crosby getting the money he's getting paid, Christian Wilkins getting paid the money he's getting paid. Why would you bring him in when you have a guy like Malcolm Kuntz that you can, it's not going to be that expensive to bring him back, especially now dealing with that injury. So
Hassan wants about $25 million from what I understand. Like, and it's not something you can't not think about right now. And I don't mean in terms of us, but a lot of these teams right now have gone down with some really serious injuries and some significant injuries to their teams, where some of these teams are 0-2. And they're already talking about various trade scenarios. There was one I was listening to this morning in terms of Stafford potentially going to Miami, Bryce Young going to
I've seen that one,
the Rams. Yeah. And I'm just like, hey.
And then people are trying to throw it into the universe about Matthew Stafford coming to the Raiders. Look, man, we're over this whole old bringing Matthew Stafford.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
He's up there
about it on Monday.
I mean, bro, but it is. But you're not the only one talking about it. The national narrative is he should be a Raider. With some people out there talking about our team. Why bring it? Why bring in the guy that's almost 40 years old? Just draft one next year. You have your bridge guy in Gardner Minshew. You have a guy in Aiden that you're developing. Do this the right way, you guys. Look, the Chiefs are very, very successful because they drafted Patrick Mahomes. New England at their time, they drafted Tom Brady. They developed him. Lamar Jackson, MVP, because that team drafted him and they developed him. There's no reason to go out here and make these moves for these old, aging quarterbacks. Do it the right way. If you want to build this team the right way, you want to build a foundation, continue to build your defense, go draft a young quarterback on a rookie deal. That's where the success forms. There's no reason to bring in Matthew Stafford with 2 years left on his deal and his arm is shot. For what? For what? And to be real, Sean McVay is an offensive guru. I don't know what he'd look like under Luke Getsy. I'm not saying that Matthew Stafford is Matthew Stafford. He was great in Detroit, he was great with the Rams, but he won one with the Rams because of the personnel he had around him and because of the great offensive mind in Sean McVay. Why would you bring in a guy that's damn near 40 years old to be a quarterback? It just makes no sense when you already have a bridge guy in Gardner Minshew. Let's think ahead here. The game plan is to get a young guy in this upcoming draft, and hopefully he becomes that guy. And keep shooting for quarterbacks until that shit works.
I'm just telling you guys right now, and I know this is thinking ahead, but the one name I do not want to see or hear tied to us moving forward is Shedeur Sanders. I don't want to hear it at all. Like, seeing that whole thing, the video that went viral with him after the game with Colorado State, yo, this kid's maturity level is not there. I do not want him anywhere near our organization. Absolutely not.
And the thing is, man, I think he could be a really good football player. The problem is there's no accountability there. You know what I'm saying? Like, his dad doesn't hold him accountable for anything.
Nope.
You know what I mean? But I'm old enough to know, I watched Deion in his prime. He was the same way. He was times 10.
No, he was on a different level.
If social media was around when Deion was in the league, must be the money, bro. It would have been worse. It would have been worse. So, I mean, this is who the Sanders family is. And mind you, Shedeur can be a phenomenal quarterback at the next level. But will he fit in with what we're trying to do? I don't know. There's a lot of other options. Cam Ward right now is 1A for me right now. I know he hasn't played like Ball State and he hasn't played a lot of competition. Cam Ward looks phenomenal out there, bro, in Miami, dog.
Quinn Ewers. The only thing I'm nervous about now.
You're a Texas guy.
That's fine. The only thing I'm nervous about right now is this another injury. Arch is actually starting on Saturday night.
Yeah, I just seen it.
I'm just like, this is what happened last year, and this is why he's back in Texas now. He dealt with that shoulder injury, pretty much knew his draft stock was going to drop, so he came back for one more year, and now he's dealing with the oblique. I'm like, dude, come on, get it together.
You guys, I understand. Aaron says, man, the other guy was talking crazy on IG, OG Faye, so they can talk trash to him. Let me say this. If I responded to every single person that talks shit to me, I would look crazy. Yep. Look, they already won the football game. There's no reason to talk about anything. Shake that man's hand, keep it moving.
Hold that thought. Hold that. Keep going. But
yeah, no, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, if I responded to every piece of negativity that came my way, I would never have time off. I'd literally be typing away forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the hate that we get online and people doing videos and shit, like, bro, like, if I was responding to haters all goddamn day, bro, I would never have any time off. There you go. There you go. When you win, say nothing. When you lose, say less. There you go. There
still
you
haven't
go.
put the shit on my wall yet.
Yeah, man, look, bro, let your game speak for itself. You know what I mean? Go up there, man. I mean, shit, to be real, he didn't have to shake that man's hand. He could have just walked off. You know what I mean? Kept it moving. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But when you a boss, bro, and you're a leader, you don't have to respond to any stupid shit. You don't have to. You just really don't, bro. Like, when you're a leader and you true to yourself, you know the reason why Jay-Z, you guys, and I hate to get into music, is where he is now? Because he don't respond to shit. He be behind the scenes getting his money, doing what he do. You don't see him Twitter fingering it up. You don't see him posting pictures all goddamn day and fighting with people that say he's this and he's that. He's successful because he's focused on his success. That's it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, come on, man. You know, look, I'm trying to turn
Shady. Jack's situation, that's apples to oranges. And look, he's with somebody now that he's had a past with and was brought here because that mentor, that leader, is able to control the immature behavior that he had in the past when he was with New England. So that's apples to oranges, bro. You can't compare that shit. Stop.
Yeah, man. I'm too busy, man, trying to turn my trauma into triumph, man. I don't have any time to be sitting out here playing around with, with motherfuckers that don't matter. And I think Shedeur, with the public light that he has with the NIL deal, I think, does he have like an NIL deal for like $5 million? I mean, he's getting money. He's doing his thing. He's playing the game he loves. He had a great childhood. He grew up with money. Bro, there's nothing to be. I mean, why play around on the net? I know that's the new way of going about shit. I understand that. Look, I've had to cut off homeboys that I grew up my whole life because they just continue to go on the internet and just go back and forth with toxic shit. We don't do that around here, bro. Look, I got kids I'm raising, bro, and wives, and we got other shit going on. We got way too much shit going on.
East Coast said that videos being made on Beck right now. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of things about Beck over the last week, where he's another one whose stock is already plummeting.
Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan. I put it on Twitter the other day, and people thought I was tripping.
I was enjoying watching him like this season.
Yeah.
No.
And Ty, I personally know this, right? He understands and he respects Jack Jones, but I'm gonna tell you this, and one of my brothers is around Jack a lot, produces for him, hangs out with him. Bro, AP is FaceTiming him, calling him left and right. Mo Money, I said wives, I meant me and Hammer, bro. Plural, we both have wives. I'm not in one of those relationships where I have multiple. but the thing is this, that relationship, it's AP stays on top of that. He's calling Jack. Yo, you good? Where you at? Okay, you in the studio. You know what to do and what not to do. He has somebody in his corner that respects him and understands. Some of these guys need guys like that. AP will hold Jack Jones accountable.
Look at Des Bryant. Des Bryant legit had a babysitter with him everywhere he went. So at least he don't have that. But he has someone of a father figure type to just make sure he's doing the right thing.
Yeah. And Zon, look, man, I think that Manning's going to be one of them ones. I think he's going to be one of the next guys.
I can't wait to – I know this is not another, like, ranked team that they're playing, but I still want to see the kid and see what he does on Saturday night.
And you know what's funny, no, man? He said Polygraph. My initial name was Polygraphic. Like, real shit. My first rap name ever was Polygraphic. Detecting the truth.
Fucking with you.
Salute to No Man, my guy, man. Appreciate you. Salute to everybody here in the building, y'all. Coming up on an hour and a half. I'm about to get out of here and go get my kids. Salute to my brother, man, for pulling up and hanging out with me for a little bit. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history, as always, man. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Also, once again, if you guys are around the tri-state area, Philly, Jersey, New York, pull up to Bar A, Lake Como, New Jersey this Sunday. We will be out there covering the whole game. We're going to have some food, drinks. The last time it was lit when we were out there. It was crazy.
Give me 1 second before we wrap this up. No Diddy if necessary. I'm going to put the address in the chat for you guys real quick because somebody just asked for it.
Yeah. It's all good. Lake Como, you guys, bar anticipation. We're going to be up there smoking cigars, having some drinks, vibing out, kicking it. Lake Como, you guys. I just heard my voice again. I didn't even say nothing.
Nah, that's because I opened up the YouTube. I muted it though. But yeah, it's right there in the chat, guys.
Okay. There you go. Jersey, New York, PA. There
you go.
Delaware, Maryland. And there you go. Boom. Right here. 703 16th Avenue, Lake Como. There's going to be a bunch of Raider fans out there. Our brother Zon is always out there. He knows what time it is. Taino will be out there as well. He knows what time it is.
He's bringing the whole family with him again. So looking forward to seeing you guys most definitely. And yes, that back bar is going to be packed, and it's going to be blackout.
Yep. 10 Commandments, we talked about it earlier on the show. Jalen Richard will be on next week. We got Amy Trask. We don't have a specific date yet, but the Princess of Darkness will be on sometime, probably the next month or so. She said she hit us up and said she needed a little bit of time to get her stuff together, but she'll be rocking with us soon. Me, Stu's going to be on because Stu and Amy, that's going to be a fun conversation because they're very close. You know what I mean? So, but we got some other stuff we're working on as well. So you guys stay tuned for that. But next time you guys see me, man, I'm going to be in New York with my brothers, man. You know, salute to Big Mike, salute to Wasted Talent, salute to my brother Hammer. Shieldmore Takeover, you guys. And hopefully, man, some other guys pull up. Once again, I said, man, our brother Honcho said he's pulling up on us, man. We're going to see. We're going to see. Hey, Honcho said, hey, he said, I'm running down on you, bro. He said, you can't come to my city. He said, you can't come to my city again. And we're going to see. He said he's going to drive that 45 minutes. So we're going to see what's up, man. But once again, you guys, salute to everybody here in the building. And if anything pops off before we end up leaving, because my flight leaves in the morning, we'll definitely go live again. I know Hammer probably got another show lined up at some point.
Bro, I'm telling you, no, I'm probably at the point right now that I'm going to do inventory on this equipment and start to try to figure out if there's anything else I need. So I probably won't be back on till I'll say maybe Saturday.
Well, I was talking about potentially, I talked to Wasted, us doing a Shieldmore pre-show, maybe at the hotel in Newark or something. We could put something together, quick hour, quick breakdown of the game. So, but either way, you guys, we will be active all week long. Stay tuned. Once again, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all on the way out. Wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button. We out. One.